Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This be past, present, or future you or someone around you. So take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool, it is not the final rule. And it is a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up, okay? Okay, as you see, I have a divination board out today, and we're going to do a one question, one answer, okay? And then we'll tap into the tarot. But before we begin, as usual, we're going to do two deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and hold for 3 seconds, okay? So let's do our two deep breaths. Breathe in, release. Breathe in, release. Okay, and take a moment to think of the question that you would like to ask the divination board. Okay, now begin the pendulum. Okay, collective, the consistency that we have is between the months of April and May, November, Sagittarius, okay, Scorpio, Gemini, Taurus, Wednesday, okay, and also unknown. Once again, the consistency that we have is the months of between April and May, Taurus, Gemini, Wednesday, unknown, November, and we have Scorpio and Sagittarius, okay? So take that into account of whatever the question that you ask, okay? Oh, let's see. Thank you all for stopping by and saying hi. Hope you all are doing great. Thank you for your kindness and your support. Be sure to tell a family, friend, or foe, or to come on over and subscribe to the channel so they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. Okay. There's enough space and space for everyone to be notified. Okay. It could be someone that is feeling like they need to correct something or fix something up, collectives. Correct something or fix something up. Someone could be very concerned about your opinion, how you're going to respond. There could be information coming towards you that you are unaware of. What the collective needs to know. One second, ladies and gentlemen. And someone could be trying to fix something up, correct something. They're very concerned about your opinion or your response. They could be embarrassed about something. The first card we have here is the Five of Pentacles. Maybe there's someone I'm picking up from your past, okay? Either from your past or someone you no longer deal with. This person may have spotted you in an area where they are, or they live in this area. Maybe they live in your neighborhood, but maybe they're not living alone. They could live with someone in your neighborhood. So this is someone that you have not been in communication with for one reason or another. and they could live in your neighborhood, and they have spotted you, but you did not see them. And their situation is they are living with someone at this time. They could be at a point in their life where they're just experiencing some kind of economic hardship. So maybe they had to put their things in storage, maybe move in with a relative or a friend or someone that they know is renting them their basement or renting them a room. Okay, they could be ashamed of sharing this with you or even letting you know that they are in your area. I'm picking up that someone that you no longer communicate with, meaning they don't have your number, you don't have theirs. I don't know what the reason is why you no longer talk to this person, but they have spotted you and you didn't see them. They weren't trying to hide, but they noticed you. This could have been in a supermarket. This could have been at a gas station while you're pumping your gas. This could have been anywhere where you were patronizing some kind of service or business, and they noticed you. This could have also been in traffic, and they look like, hey, they go to collective. You know, part of them wanted to speak, and the other part was just too ashamed. They could be concerned with judgment. You may be someone that's not likely to judge them, but they could be concerned collective with you judging them. Okay, they're not who they used to be. You know, they have experienced some changes in their lives. You know, as we all do. You know, no one has a perfect life. You know, we all have ups and downs and turnarounds, no matter what it looks like on appearance on the outside. Just about everyone whom you come into contact with or you walk past, even total strangers you drive past, everyone is dealing with something or some kind of change, in their life. You know, at some point you're going to deal with some kind of experience or change. Yeah, okay. So this person could be ashamed that they're not in their own home. Okay, they could have a car, but they're just ashamed to let you know, even though you're not dealing with them. It's like they want to speak to you and let you know, hey, how you doing? I saw you the other day. Yeah, or I rode past your house. I've been seeing you for the past 2 weeks. I just didn't say anything. Okay, and so this person could be someone that is used to being of a particular status. As I look at this person here who's very, their physique is very tight, very firm and fit. This person could be someone who's accustomed to living a posh lifestyle. Having lots of high-end material items. Used to maintaining a particular tax bracket. When it comes to their bank account, having some commas in there. But life has changed. They have endured some things. This person could have went through a separation, a divorce. They could be paying maybe some kind of debt, some kind of bill. It could be back child support. It could be many things. Restitution for some kind of litigation procedure. But either way, this person is just ashamed that they don't have their own place. Okay, I'm picking up that they do have a vehicle and they are employed, but they aren't where they used to be when you last seen them. This is someone who is accustomed to just living a certain lifestyle, and I'm picking up since they have lost their home. They've just been pretty sad, pretty just not feeling happy or just not feeling like themselves. Okay, this could have been a home that they were in the middle of purchasing. This could have been a mortgage. Maybe they were buying it, and maybe through this separation or this breakup, it caused them to have to, yes, let go of that responsibility because they had other things to pay. Yeah. And then I'm picking up that you're not even a judgmental type, nor would you really even care to go that deep in their business. Maybe you're someone collective who's likely to speak to them, say hi and bye, and keep it going. This person could have an interest in you. Okay, you could be maybe the one that got away, and so that's why they're so nervous to approach you and let you know that they've been seeing you or they saw you. I'm keeping hearing, hey, I saw you. I've been seeing you for the past week, and they want to come to you and approach you. You know, they're unsure of what's going on in your life. I mean, of course, you have not been in contact with them. So they could have been also trying to watch or monitor. You may notice a particular vehicle going past your home repetitively. Uh, and it seems as if this person is just riding past your home all of a sudden, a particular vehicle, maybe a silver SUV. Okay, I'm also getting a white, a silver or white truck or SUV. Okay, this person could just be riding past. They are wondering if you are still available. Are you single? Even though it's been a while, because they are really anxious to get to know what are you up to. When they saw you, they were very shocked, and they find you to still be attractive. Okay, very handsome, very beautiful. And they're like, oh, I know they got plenty of links in their chain. Oh, I know they got options. I wonder what they're up to. Okay, I don't know, collective. Maybe they just trying to get out of that room they renting and come to your room. I ain't gonna tell nobody unless they click on this video. And next card we have here is the Three of Pentacles energy. So this person, could be really working hard. Just the idea of knowing that you are in that neighborhood, even though they haven't approached you yet. But I'm picking up that they just may try. So do not be shocked if someone from your past, maybe that you've dated, that you no longer talk to, you happen to bump into them and they, hey, how you doing, collective, out of nowhere. Yeah, they could be in a rush, like an accelerated rush all of a sudden because they saw you. Okay, you have intrigued something within this person. They can be in an accelerated rush now to fix their lives up. As you see, this person is painting and fixing this room up. They're coming together and trying to make things happen. Even the person that they're living with, they may even give them a notice like, I'm looking for a place, just letting you know I'm only going to be here a couple more weeks. This is someone who really wants to go out of the way to impress you. They look at you as the one who got away, collective. This is some amazing energy here, because you have not even been in contact with this person. You're pretty much, you've moved on with your life. You're minding your business. They are attracted to you, which is okay, but it's good that you can inspire them, but you have inspired them. I don't know, your hips or something. You could be very curvaceous. If you are a female figure, you could be very curvaceous, very, blessed in the right areas. All right, blessed in the right areas, very curvaceous, very sexy. Okay, and they feel like you are the one that got away. Okay, and if they are coming out of a separation, this person could be feeling like, they could really be overdoing it. Okay, because they're all in their head about you. Like they feel as if you're like the missing piece of the puzzle. Because I'm seeing someone actually kick into gear, like shift their gears real fast. Like, okay, time to look for a place. And the person they're living with, like, wait, you ain't talked about looking at a place to talk about moving since you moved in. What do you mean you're going to look for a place you'll be gone in a week or two? This person is going to get like busy, and they're going to find a way to get their own apartment. Even if it's an efficiency apartment, they want to have their own. They want to fix things up. They want to fix themselves up for you, collective. As I opened up the read, I said someone wants to fix things up for you. They want to, like dust their shirt off. Do I look okay? Do I look all right? How cute, how cute, how cute, how cute. All right. Well, the Knight of Pentacles, this person is moving steadfast to work on their expansion. They are really inspired. It looks like they're coming out of that depression energy that they were in regarding this separation that has left them, feeling like they were down and sad and out in the cold. They're coming out of this energy here, and they are feeling inspired. Okay. So this person has saw you. You didn't see them. They want to approach you. They may approach you again. They could also be riding past your home, just hoping to catch you outside. Maybe they saw you taking out the trash. Maybe they saw you going to your car. Uh, yeah, and they're hoping that they can catch you outside again. I don't think they'll get out and knock on your door because they're not sure if you're, you could be married. You could have a living spouse. They know better. They're not stupid. So they're waiting to like catch you outside to say something to you. Hmm. This could be male or female energy here. Okay. Yeah, this person is all in their head. They are reminiscing about when you two were lovers. When you two were together, when you two were dating and seeing each other. When things were all good. Okay, things were all good. And after leaving this situation that had them feeling binded and stuck, it's like you're giving them a renewed hope just seeing you. Maybe this person has been through more than just a separation. You're giving them renewed hope, collective. Wow. And they don't even know if you're available. You're powerful. You are powerful, collective. Well, they say once you create that covenant with someone, that it's there. That energetic cord is there. It doesn't matter how long it's been. And that's why sometimes people that you haven't, dealt with in many, many years, you may dream about them, they may cross your mind, and just like you're thinking about them and you're dreaming about them, they're thinking and dreaming about you too at the same time. That energetic cord is there once that covenant is created. Yeah, energy is no joke, collective. It is no joke. It is there. You can sever the ties, but there's some clearing and some things you have to do. You can sever the ties, but very few. Some do, some don't. I'll just say that. Some do, some don't. The next card we have here is the Seven of Swords. Okay, this person is feeling, they want to move fast because they're feeling uncertain. They don't know whether you have somebody or you don't, but they're feeling like whatever is going on, they're willing to take the risk. They're waiting to catch you, outside, or hoping that they run into you, maybe in traffic or in a neighborhood store or just somewhere. But they're moving pretty fast to get their ish together. They want to straighten themselves up for you. They want to get it all together for you, collective. Yes. Yes. It was until they saw you, at first they felt as if everything was falling apart, but now they feel like there is hope. It's like you created a spark. Just the observation of you created a spark. Maybe this was someone that maybe you were in love with each other in the past. I don't know. Or infatuated. I don't know. Or trauma bonded. Or whatever y'all had going on. Okay. Okay. Lots of sexual activity, very steamy. Maybe they're reminiscing about that. Not to say that you're not attractive or a good catch, but this person has not seen you in years and you could be connected, but they're ready to take leaps and bounds. I mean, in ways, and they know nothing about you, okay? So maybe you are single, maybe you are single. You could be single. You may have a living spouse, you may not. You could be a single male or female, okay, that lives by yourself, okay? They could be riding past to monitor that also, to see if they're going to see another person come out. And okay, now I'm picking up so far they haven't seen anyone but you. You could be a parent as well. Maybe you have a child or two. Maybe they see you and your child or something. Okay. This person may have tried to search for you on social media as well. Maybe they weren't able to find anything. Mhm. The next card we have here is the Ace of Pentacles here, and they're feeling as if you are an opportunity. You are also a God given inspiration for them to come out of their pity party, out of their sadness and their depression. And they feel like this is an opportunity, just seeing you, for them to reconnect with you as well as work on getting back on their feet. Okay. Like I said, maybe they're, living with someone temporarily, so that they're financially able to make ends meet. They could have a debt responsibility. They could be paying child support somewhere. They could be paying court restitution. They could have some kind of debt, credit cards, anything. And they've agreed to make so many payments in a certain amount of time in court, Spirit is saying. And so part of sticking to that agreement to get themselves out of this debt situation, they decided to leave the home they were in because that money was going in that direction when it can go in this direction. Okay. Okay. But this person is determined to get back on their throne. This person may even go pick up a second job. G collective. What kind of loving you got? Shh. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. This person ain't seen you, have not talked to you. They gotta, ooh wee, got that magic. Kind of loving you got, collective. Ooh wee, you inspire me. They say you inspire them. The people around them may even notice this person starting to smile more, starting to be more upbeat, okay? This could be somebody who was usually, going to work, coming home, sitting around moping. But people may notice around them that they're starting to smile, um, be more energetic. They're starting to get off their butt. They're not just going to work, coming home. They're actually working hard to look for a place, to look for an apartment, something within their budget. They want to have it all together. I guess they want to get their own place and then they want to approach you. And here it is, the Six of Cups, past energy. This could be someone that, you've known for a long time, but maybe you lost contact, and it doesn't have to be for a negative reason. Sometimes people lose contact because life happens, maybe this person had to move away at one point in your life when you were dating them. Maybe they had to go help a loved one. Maybe it was a family emergency. Okay. But it was something very important that caused you two to lose contact with each other. It was like a must do situation. Like they had no choice but to, do what they had to do. If it was relocate, they had no choice but to go ahead and relocate. They could have relocated to help maybe a family member, someone who was elderly, someone who was, just not well and needed help. This person is hoping that you remember them. Ooh, they ready to approach you, collective. Ooh, they are ready. They are ready. They are ready. Ooh wee, and they are working on that balance and stability. Ooh wee, they on their lunch break. Ah, they on their lunch break looking for apartments, making business calls, all kind of stuff. Okay, they are determined. It's something about your energy. You're not arrogant or haughty, collective. It's something about your energy. You make people want to be fair and correct when they come your way. You have the kind of energy like, how there's a matriarch of the family or somebody who's highly respected, and everybody, you're not going to curse in front of them, you're not going to drink or smoke in front of them, you just have a lot of respect and admiration. You have that kind of energy, collective, male or female. You make people want to respect you, and that is beautiful. You make people without saying or doing anything. You're not arrogant, you're not nasty, but you make people want to be fair and respectful towards you. And it's a natural thing. I believe it's the way you carry yourself, the way you present yourself, confirmation, but also how you treat people. So you're fair, you're kind, you don't step on people. You believe in reciprocity. So since you treat people fairly, people want to be fair to you. You are a great person if nobody's never told you. You're very kind. And people know this about you. You have a very beautiful heart. And you're not for nonsense, but you're not a pushover now. You have a beautiful heart, but you're not a pushover. You're nobody's dummy at all. You're very smart, and people just respect you. They admire you. You know. You see how she's standing here, and there's two people here. And she's standing there. You know, you're like the guardian of truth, the angel of truth. Like, when they see you, oh, let me be fair. Let me make sure I talk right, make sure I'm respectable. You give off this energy, this aura. You got that act right juice. You going around giving people doses of act right juice. Okay, you force people to want to step into their queendom or kingdom. As a person, stand 10 toes down. And straighten their crown, and be upright and be fair and just when it comes to how they deal with people or how they delegate their affairs. Okay, very powerful, very inspiring. And that's what it is. Just to see you, you are the earth angel. Just looking at you, it could be something about your eyes, something very powerful about you. You could be someone who goes out into nature a lot as well. You're cleansing and charging yourself and have no idea. But this is positive. This is beautiful energy here. Yeah, they're working hard and they're working fast. You give people the inspiration. You give people the inspiration to want to experience overflow and abundance in their lives. When it comes to the simple things like love and bliss and reciprocity and mutual respect and just being happy wholeheartedly, wholeheartedly just being happy, genuinely happy, happy with themselves, loving themselves, because you're very confident, and this stands out about you. It's in your walk, it's in your talk, it's in how you communicate, it's in how you live your daily life, how you move about, how you respond to different situations. It's none like no other. Spirit is saying it's none like no other. Yeah, you intrigue people to search for clarity, to search for clarity and stability. And that's what this person is doing. And you inspire them so much. They feel like you are the one that got away. This person, I feel like they're going to approach you. They're going to have their opportunity, especially if they live in your neighborhood and you don't know it, but they know it. Oh, they're going to make that happen. They're probably manifesting that right now. They're going to make that happen. It's probably on the day that they're moving out of their, wherever they're living at, because they're living with someone and they're ashamed of that. So they may approach you, on the day they get the key to the new crib. Oh, what you up to? Oh, nothing. Just moving. Just, moving into my new crib. Approach you like, got motion going on. Me, got action going on. Moving into my new place. There's nothing. How you doing? Yes, when people see you, you bring harmony, with the Ten of Cups here. You bring and you present harmony and peace and tranquility. There's a flare of tranquility and harmony that you bring in whatever room that you step into. And sometimes people take this as an intimidation, but there are many people who know how to admire it and respect it and embrace it. And they know how to harness that energy and use it as motivation instead of, there are some people who become jealous and envious of this energy that you have because you step into the room, I'm pretty sure, around total strangers collective, and you receive maybe someone being rude to you, maybe someone being very off-putting to you. And you're like, look, I don't know where that come from, But anyway, you have may have experienced this a lot in your life. Well, it's not you; it's just your natural state of being. People, a person that is full of chaotic energy, a person that is low vibrational, it's unfamiliar, it's new territory. So instead of taking the time to go within and question themselves, aka look at the man in the mirror and say, "What is this?" Spirit, show me what is this, because all you got to do is ask, and you will receive. It's in the Bible, it's in the Bible. Okay, ask and you will receive, and they will know what that energy is, but some are intimidated, and there are some who know what this energy is. And I'm picking up that this person from your past is one of those people who understands and understands what this gift and energy is that you have. This could be someone, such as yourself, that I'm speaking of. This reading is for a particular group here, and you know who you are. You're very spiritual. You do have a spiritual connection. Does not matter what your belief system is. All are always welcome on my channel. Okay? Okay? And so, this person, you're very spiritually connected and fine tuned, but this person is too. They study, they do research, they're very aware as well. Just because they're going through economic hardship doesn't mean that this person isn't spiritually connected. This is just a point in their life where they are learning a lesson. Not a lesson to hurt them, but a lesson to teach them and show them how to grow and how to increase. Because as I mentioned earlier, this person is only living with someone as a temporary situation so that they can pay off a debt. And then the plan is to get back on their feet once that debt is taken care of. And I also mentioned that they've made an agreement with a court proceeding to make so many payments by so much time. So this isn't someone who's low vibrational, or they're not loved. Everyone has purpose and everyone has value here on planet Earth. This is just someone who's just experiencing life like the rest of us. Life happens. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person, but this energy, this gift that you have, this person knows who you are, and they refuse to let it pass them by. So, though it may have been a long time and you have not been in communication with them, they're ready to give it their best shot. And you know what? I say go for it. Collector, if you're watching, cross watcher, go for it. Because you know what? A very important in my life person in my life told me something very valuable, and I always took it with me. They say, you know what? Always remember the answer is on the other side of fear. So forget being afraid. You will never know the answer. You cannot live your life embracing fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Your answer is on the other side. So you need to push fear to the side. A very important person told me that, and I've always carried that with me, and that is so true. You can either be afraid, have anxiety, give yourself a bunch of reasons why anything, and this goes with anything in life, collective, why something's not going to turn out right, or you can just be brave and shoot your shot. You don't have to force, you don't have to be confrontational, but you can simply give yourself your best shot while you're here on planet Earth, and anything that you want or you desire, not want, excuse me, anything that you desire, shoot your shot. I mean, you want to know the answer, and they feel like if they were to remain, being in your neighborhood and you don't know it, or know that they seen you or they know where you at, and they don't want to pass this up. They don't want to move on with their life and have it in the back of their mind. Dang, I sure should have checked out collective. They probably was available too. Oh man, I was too scared. They don't want to live with the shoulda, woulda, coulda theory. Okay? Oh. But this person, they're going to find a way. They're going to approach you. They're trying to manifest it. Yes, they are. Okay? They're trying to manifest anything else the collective needs to know about this person that is approaching. It's a good card. All right. All right. Woo. All right. Woo! Ten of Wands upside down. This person is letting go and is preparing themselves mentally and spiritually to experience freedom. Now, I just explained the hardship that they are going through and how they feel. This Ten of Wands came up upside down. Is very positive information. This is good news for that person. This is, even if you don't accept their invite or invitation, this represents them experiencing freedom and regaining their balance in their life. So this plan that they have originally set, to leave their home, which was very hard for them because they were in the middle of buying that home. Spirit is saying this person will be able to reaccomplish all that they feel they have lost. If it was a big, beautiful home that they were buying, they had to let it go. This person may end up, buying a house even bigger and better and paying for it in cash, because they did choose to prioritize and put first things first. They were willing to take a temporary sacrifice for long-term success. And so that is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. So they will be back living the life that they are accustomed to living. Okay? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And next we have the Two of Wands here. Okay? Partnership and balances. So this person, as they come out of, this lack mentality, having to pay these fees, this money, they'll be working on their stability, but also looking forward to a partnership, male or female. Looking forward to building some kind of union, looking for their other half, okay? A house is not a home, not two of us. Okay, I forgot the lyrics. Okay, is that Luther Vandross? A house is not a home? Okay. This person had to utilize a lot of strength. It's increased their tenacity and their wit, this whole process that they endured, the separation, whatever this debt is, because it could be child support, like I said, collective, or it could be something else. This could be someone with no children at all. They may have children, they may not. Okay? This could be some other kind of debt, okay? But whatever it is, they're coming out of it. They're coming out of it, which is beautiful. So it looks like the plan and the idea that they have, that they set, it is all working. It is working. Because I picked up this person is already employed. They could possibly go pick up a second job. Maybe they're going to hurry up and get them payments out the way. I don't blame you. And let me get this over with. I don't blame you. I heard that. And so they are coming hoping you will accept their offer. You accepting their offer will be the icing on the cake. And then they'll be able to celebrate. They'll be able to celebrate. Sorry about that. They'll be able to celebrate with the Six of Wands. Okay? Closing out old cycles. Giving themselves new opportunity. So it looks like whatever this economic hardship was for this person, they have passed the test. They survived it. Some people get in situations and they stay there. They stay there forever, to the point someone might have to force them to move out. No, this person is going to find their own place before it's even time to move anywhere. As well, I'm picking up they may even pay this debt off ahead of time. Creating an extra stream of income just to look. Let's get this out of here. And that's the right energy to have, instead of having whining and crying about it. It's you, collective. You created that spark. Your energy. This is you. This is what they see. This is what they feel. When people see you, it's like, Dun, 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 dun. That's what they see, that's what they feel. And it's very magnetizing and it's mesmerizing, but it's encouraging. Some people hate it and some people love it. Some people know who you are and they know what it is. They understand that you do have, intuitive abilities. You're very angelic, your energy, your aura, and they know not to misuse or disrespect the opportunity of being in your presence. Hello. Hello. Because you're very kind whoever you are. You are a sweetheart, male or female. You're nobody's fool though. You have that side, you're very nice, you're a sweetheart, but somebody push you the wrong way. Ooh wee. See these wings right here? They start to change colors, might even disappear for a moment. I'm gonna say that. And so some people, and I'm picking up, you may have had some situations where people have took your kindness for weakness and you had to show them what you was working with, and they effed around and found out. Like, oh, the collective is nice, but they ain't nobody to play with either. Yeah. But you don't present that unless it's necessary. You're not someone who goes around, trying to stick your chest out or be macho man or macho woman. You just mind your business and living your life, okay? And you're doing the work that is necessary. You're living your life and learning lessons like the rest of the world. Nobody has it figured out, taking it day by day and one beat at a time. But this person is going to approach you. So get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Later.